All right, time now for another look at the forecast. 4029 meteorologist Robert Suhr joining us. And Robert, we're talking about fishing. If you had an early start, you probably had a messy start and a cool one.
Yeah.
It really never warmed up that much today.
No, it didn't. All the cloud cover, daytime temperatures far fell below model output, which isn't surprising. But it was really a coin flip. If the cloud cover moves out nice and quick, we'll warm up. We can get more storms in the afternoon. The opposite happened. The clouds stuck around. It stayed nice and cool. You're not going to get a lot of instability when you got surface temperatures in the 60s. And that's just what happened today. But we did have those storms this morning. Take a look at this wall cloud that slid through right out ahead of those storms. Gorgeous time lapse from our Sunset Mountain camera. Just whoosh, pushing through. Now, the good news is the wall cloud had more bark than bite. Because the storms, as they were rolling through, were falling apart and decaying as they were doing so. So it was more of a show, like I said, more bark than bite. Now, that's all that activity from this morning, all those severe thunderstorm warnings down across Texas and Alabama. I know that there's some super regionals that are going on that have been delayed. We know all about that. This is our next weather maker. You can see all this moisture pinwheeling around. This is our chance for a couple of stray showers tonight. Some of this moisture that, if it pinwheels around enough and holds together, could clip northwest Arkansas. But as this front gets closer, as it gets toward the morning, that's when we have a better shot of seeing some organized activity. And we need the rain because we're abnormally dry, not in a drought yet, but flirting with it. And actually a good part of the country is really looking in good shape. The worst is just across portions of Kansas and Nebraska, where they're still seeing severe to extreme droughts, unfortunately. Fayetteville is nice and quiet today. We got to 77 degrees, 7 degrees shy of your average, which is 84. Gorgeous sunset in Fort Smith with peaks of clear skies, just 75 today. We should be in the upper 80s, so a very refreshing day after that rainfall. Temperatures 60s and 70s across the area right now, still pretty comfortable. Now, as I said, this is new model day that you're seeing. Here comes that front. Here comes the storms associated with it possibly tomorrow morning. Now, this data is keeping a lot of that activity to the north. Could clip northwest Arkansas. We could get some redevelopment of that activity tomorrow afternoon. We'll see. But I think for the most part, tomorrow may end up being a dry day. But Storm Prediction Center still saying if we can get a storm that fires up, isolated to scattered severe thunderstorms are certainly possible throughout the day tomorrow. Seasonable temperatures tonight in the 60s, and then tomorrow we'll rebound back up into the 80s and the 90s. But again, it's all cloud cover dependent. Clouds stick around and be cooler than that, folks. And you can see all the rain activity still. This is very opposite from what we dealt with last summer. This time last year, it was about to get stupid hot and stay hot for the next 3 months with little, if any, rain. But you can see plenty of rain chances in the next week or so. River Valley, about the same thing. Could be a thunderous flag day, unfortunately, on Wednesday. Your American flag might get wet if you're hanging it outside your house, and rain chances do ease as we get toward the end of the week. Believe it or not, folks, there are still some Razorback student athletes that are in action. Meredith Mulkey will tell you exactly who they are and what they did after the break.